welcome to KLART Technologies and welcome to MuleSoft with AI series. So in this video, we will be discussing about what is MCP Bridge, what is MCP Server, and what is the use of MCP Connector. Okay, so three different ways are there, but ideally that MCP server is not a separate concept. So even though if you build something by using MCP Bridge and by using MCP Connector, you will obviously have this MCP server in between. So yeah, let's see what is these three different terminologies and then how these three are connected to one another. We will discuss in detail in this video. So in our next video, we will do the demo and where everything is hands-on. Okay. So let's get started. I hope you like this video series. So, and we have introduced a new membership of KLART membership with AI. So if you would like to access all the demo files or demo videos, you can join in that membership. So all these theory classes will be available free for you to get understand of the concept. Okay. So let's get started. So what is an MCP server in MuleSoft? Then what is MCP Bridge? Then what is MCP Connector? Okay, and we will discuss when to use which. Okay, and then we will end this one. So if you understand these things, it will be easy for you to work on these different concepts in the demo. So first thing is, what is an MCP server in MuleSoft? So in MuleSoft, an MCP server is a server instance exposed through MCP, which is a protocol, MCP Model Context Protocol, so that AI clients or agents can discover and use the tools, prompts and resources. So it is a kind of server instance. Okay, if someone in the sense, ideally this is an AI protocol, right? So some AI agent or any AI client or any application want to discover or consume any AI MCP tools or any prompt or any other resources, it will go via this MCP server. So it is a server instance. Okay, and API manager treats these as agent and tool instances. Okay, in our AnyPoint platform, we have a new section called agent and tool instances. I have already shown you in our first video, but yeah, in our demo we will explore more anyways. And it is separate from normal API instances. So for any REST API which we are going to create in MuleSoft, we will be creating one API instance, right, in the API manager. So it will give you some instance ID and we will do this auto discovery concept and all, right? So just like that, for AI related things, AI related MCP tools and all, we have agent and tool instances. It is a different from API instances. So you need to create AI tools and instances in order to work with your MCP protocol. So MuleSoft says these server instances can represent agents, MCP servers or LLM servers. Okay, so MCP server means internally it has agents, MCP servers, LLM servers. You can call it in this way. For Omni Gateway, you can create or manage these MCP servers via API manager, agent, tool and instances. Okay, and then here you can select the MCP server and all. I will show you practically in our next video in the UI itself instead of reading through this theory and all. So while creating Omni Gateway, you have this option to create this MCP server. I will show you the navigation in the AnyPoint platform. Also, one more thing you need to remember, MCP support policy is there. I have shown you in our Omni Gateway video, we have different policies introduced, right? MuleSoft introduced different policies for MCP and A to A, right? So in that, MCP support policy is mandatory. So if you would like to create any MCP server, MCP support policy is mandatory and required to MCP server to work properly. And this particular MCP support policy should come first in the policy order. This should be the first policy. That is also one point you need to make a note of it. And then MCP server is a runtime facing capability or endpoint. It's not the implementation method or something. It is a runtime capability, runtime instance, just like our Mule runtime, something like that. Okay. All right. So what is MCP Bridge? I hope you are clear about MCP server. If you have any doubts, you can ask me anytime in comment section. I will answer you. So what is MCP Bridge? MCP Bridge is a fastest way, okay, and it will expose your existing APIs as a MCP tools without changing any code inside your MuleSoft flows and logic. I think this introduction we have already seen in our Omni Gateway video, but here you will find more details. Okay, so you can actually By using MCP Bridge, you can convert the existing REST APIs or SOAP APIs as an MCP tools. So we will see what MCP tool means, different functionality. In our RAML, we called it like different endpoints, right? So each and every endpoint in AI terminology, it will be a tool to execute some specific functionality. See, for example, if you have employee REST API, we may have different operations, right? So to get the employee based on employee ID and to create a new employee. For example, let's take these two. So to get the employee based on the employee ID, that is one functionality. In RAML or REST API, it called it like a resource, or it called it like one endpoint, right? In AI terminology, in MCP terminology, one particular functionality called as a MCP tool. So in our example, get employees by employee ID is one MCP tool. Create a new employee is another MCP tool. Like that, if you have different functionalities, different endpoints in your API, those functionalities will be treated as a MCP tools. Okay. So this MCP Bridge, what it will do, it will convert your complete REST API into MCP Server and MCP tools actually. Okay, without changing any business logic. You don't need to touch anything in the code. In Anypoint platform itself, we have a direct feature. I think I have already shown you in intro. That is MCP Bridge. We will discuss in detail in our demo section. Okay, so that is about. And important details means the APIs you want to expose must already exist in Exchange. So those APIs should be there in Exchange. That is one prerequisite. And you need to have one Omni Gateway to be created before you create this MCP Bridge and all to deploy this. You choose an Omni Gateway. Okay. And you select the APIs to add to MCP Server. So you should have APIs, and those APIs should be there in Exchange, and you should have one Omni Gateway already created. So that's why I have taken Omni Gateway topic earlier. So in our previous demo, we have seen how to create the Omni Gateway, right? So that Omni Gateway we can use here. So if you miss our previous demo, join in our KLART membership, KLART AI membership. Okay, there you will get access to all the demo videos and files also. So you can just go through the previous video, understand how to create this Omni Gateway, and then you can create the MCP Bridge. So MCP Bridge instances are immutable after deployment. It means like once you create the MCP Bridge, you cannot change or you cannot edit the tools or something later. Once you create, that's it. You cannot change later. You can delete it and you can create new MCP Bridge. That's it. That is the only option. So that's why while creating the MCP Bridge, you need to make sure what are the different tools you want to expose with all the required details. Otherwise, it will not allow you to change later. And then it doesn't support API instances with multiple upstream services. So we will see what is upstream and downstream. In our Omni Gateway also, we have seen while creating it, we have seen the upstream and the downstream URLs. So coming to MCP's Bridge, it doesn't support API instances with multiple upstream services. If any API instance is there with multiple upstream, then this MCP Bridge will not support. It should be one upstream. So in simple terms, we just rewrite this actually. You can ignore this section. And what is MCP Connector? Okay, so MCP Connector is a separate feature. So even by using MCP Bridge or by using MCP Connector, the core functionality is you are exposing your REST API, okay, as an MCP tools to the MCP server. Your MCP, if any agent or any consumer want to discuss to this particular resource, particularly for AI agent only. So if any AI agent want to communicate with your API should be capable of having this MCP server. So by using these MCP tools only, your AI agent will communicate with your actual API. So to enable that particular functionality, we need to expose our REST APIs or SOAP APIs or any other APIs. We have to provide the capability of a MCP server or MCP tools. I mean, we need to convert our REST API endpoints or different resources as an MCP tools. Those MCP tools should be available for AI agent to communicate. That is the first point. So by using MCP Bridge, you can convert the existing REST APIs without any code changes directly as an MCP tools. By using MCP Connector, you need to do some code changes. It means if API is new, I mean, you haven't done any API yet. If you don't have any existing APIs, you can select MCP connector approach, because we are going to build these APIs specific to AI agents. So you can start from scratch by using MCP connector. In MCP connector, you have different options like MCP tool listener, MCP server and all. By using those connectors, you can convert your API, or you can create a new API with different endpoints, treated them as different MCP tools. But if you already have existing APIs, you don't want to change anything, you want to just enable that particular REST API, you want to provide access to your AI agent, then MCP Bridge will help you. MCP Bridge will convert all your REST APIs into MCP tools, then your AI agents will communicate with them. Imagine if you have only 1 or 2 APIs, that is fine. You can use MCP connector and you can rebuild everything from scratch, and you can explore or expose it as an MCP tools and all. But imagine if you have already 200 or 300 APIs in your production or in your organization. If any AI agents, if you want to integrate AI also in your enterprise, if you want to allow the AI agents also to communicate to your 300 or 200 APIs, okay, then if you want to do code changes for each and every API, it is very tough and it will take a lot of time, right? So to do that, to help in that way, you can convert your 200 APIs by using this MCP Bridge to different MCP tools. That will save a lot of time. But if you are going to build a brand new API specific to any AI agent or any AI particular consumer or functionality, you can start from scratch by using MCP connector. So that is the only difference, but functionality wise it is fine. But by using MCP connector, you can have some additional functionality customizations also you can provide. So MCP connector is an MCP4 connector. It is for developers who want to implement MCP behavior inside the Mule application. Okay, you need to do code changes inside your Mule application. That is the main point you need to remember. And Mule applications to act as both MCP servers and MCP clients. You can make your application to act as both servers and clients. So you can provide that functionality also. And MCP connector can do 2 big things actually. As an MCP server, okay, you can make your MCP connector as a MCP server. So if it is an MCP server, your Mule app can expose different tools, different resources and different prompts. And session related to server behavior is also there. And sometimes this server configuration also associated with prompt listener, resource listener, tool listener, on new session listener like that. But we are having tool listener, obviously we will going to use. And you can define your MCP server using streamable HTTP also. Okay, that we will see in detail in our demo. So your MCP connector have another functionality, like you can expose this as an MCP client also. You can expose your API as an MCP client also. If it is an MCP client, okay, if it is an MCP server, it will expose like different tools, resources, prompts by using different kind of listeners. If it is an MCP client, what it will do, it will call the tool. It has the capabilities of calling any other MCP tool, and it can get the prompt, it can list the prompts, it can list the resources available in that particular API, and it can list the tools, and these are the different functionalities it can do if it is an MCP client. So based on your requirement, you can convert this as an MCP tool or MCP server. Based on your requirement, you can convert this API as an MCP client or MCP server. Okay, based on the operations or requirement you have. So the main difference between MCP Bridge and MCP Connector is MCP Connector is not only for exposing the tools, it can also consume external MCP servers from Mule flows. If there is any other MCP servers are there, it can consume that servers also by using MCP Connector operations. But MCP Bridge, it is not possible. MCP Bridge, it will convert the existing APIs into MCP tools. That's it. Okay. So when to use which? So we have MCP Bridge, Connector, Server, right? So, but to be frank, Server is not a separate functionality. Even though if you build a MCP Connector based on flows, and if you convert the existing APIs by using MCP Bridge, you need to deploy that into MCP Server. You need to select the MCP Server. So it is not a different separate component, but we will see. Okay. So use MCP Bridge when you already have an existing APIs in Exchange, when you want a fastest route to agent ready tools, if you want like gateway governance with minimal coding, and if your APIs fits the bridge constraint like this. So if you have all these things, you can use MCP Bridge. You can use MCP Connector when the tool does not already exist in a clean API. If you don't have any API, if you have only normal flows and all, like a separate separate MuleSoft flows or separate applications kind of microservices and all, then you can use MCP Connector to convert them as an MCP tool. Okay, and one tool must orchestrate multiple systems. If you want to convert that, like your MCP application, if you want to convert your MuleSoft application, like it should act as a one tool, but it will orchestrate to multiple systems, in that customizations and all, you can use MCP Connector. And you need any custom prompts, resources, tools, kind of different behaviors, then you can go with MCP Connector. And the main thing is you can make your application to act as a MCP client also to consume another MCP servers. So if you have that requirements, you should go with MCP Connector. And MCP server is an umbrella concept when you are talking about MCP endpoint exposed to AI clients, and the server instance managed in API manager or Omni Gateway. MCP server is not a separate concept, as I said, but it is a combination. It will come as a combination with MCP Bridge and MCP Connector to deploy that application. So MCP server is the endpoint or runtime role or engine actually. So MCP Connector is a Mule development tool used to build or consume another MCP. MCP Bridge is Omni Gateway feature that turns existing APIs into different MCP tools and server behavior. So these are the main differences. I think you like this video. You understood the main concepts and the major difference between these MCP Connector and MCP Bridge, especially. MCP Server anyways, it's an instance. So I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, and in our next video we will see end-to-end demo by converting existing APIs into different MCP tools by using MCP Bridge, and we will have a demo for MCP Connector also as a separate video, and those demos videos will be available for members. So if you're interested in this AI journey, and if you would like to explore more, if you would like to do different hands-on, then join in our KLART membership with AI. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, like our video, share this with your friends. If you have any doubts, comment down in the comment section. Thank you. Bye-bye.